that. And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Sorry, I was just quickly filling out the teams for our lovely players because we are jumping in mid-series into the ace match of this lovely TvP. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Altitude, we have the South Korean Terran player representing Shopify Rebellion. It is ByuN. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have as well, we have the Red Protoss player representing Team Liquid. It is SKillous. Here we go. As a reminder, for some context, the winner of this series moves on to face off against Solar in the next round. Solar is lying in wait in the semifinals, and there can be only one that can move on to face him. It's going to be ByuN. Is it going to be SKillous? Now, we missed out on the first two games, unfortunately. They were ongoing as we were in our own series between Trigger and Solar. But they are here in the ace match. How will this turn out? For now, we do have a probe scouting across the map. Could be getting an eye on what's going on. We are on Altitude as well, the largest map in the map. Oh, it's crazy. I just love that we get to see a lot more of Altitude and Near Humanity, especially when it comes to a lot of these Korean players. I do know that these are maps that are typically vetoed amongst the foreigners, but not here. Not here, Bobby. Let's go. I just caught up in the chat. I love Pogstar. I love Panzer. Oh no. Not like this. Is that what happened to my pants? Did we eat them? Did I eat the pants? That would explain the hole. Oh god. As we're getting into this. And so far, it is going to be a Rax Expand. It is going to be a single gas opener here from ByuN, but he's going for a safe variation of this. He's going for the CC on the high ground instead of on the low ground instead. So again, a safer variation from ByuN. Just going to be a little bit more secure in his main base as he works towards his factory. And he scouts here on the right-hand side, a little bit paranoid. Again, I'm not too sure what transpired in the last couple of games, but it's possible that SKillous did go for a proxy gateway. So ByuN is just making sure he's safe and sound. Back at home, SKillous just going for a gate expand into a cybercore. Really economic opener here out of SKillous. Going to be delaying... Oh, sorry. What am I talking about? Went for a gate cyber into that expansion. Going into a Stargate opener here on Altitude makes plenty of sense. You have a lot of room to traverse, a lot of area on the map to take control of with those Phoenixes to maneuver around and to shut down drop play. As the first Adept is making his way across the map, Reaper slipping into the main as well, but no, there is an Adept in position. Reaper is denied. ByuN has yet to see the tech of choice of SKillous. And across the map, he's getting into his 2-1-1 setup with his second Rax. Adept arrives, and the Adept is within range of that CC. Is going to be able to get a read on what's going on. That was an economic opener, of course. But here comes the follow-up. It's not just going to be a mine drop. This is looking to be the mine marine variation, which Maru and ByuN have been fond of. But I love this from SKillous. He's forcing a reaction out of ByuN as he forces the... Oh god, the wall is down! The Adept does make it in. Does spot the Widow Mines. A good hold position, though, from ByuN. He cleans this up, but SKillous got a full scout. Looking at his vision, he did confirm not just the starport, not just the factory, but also the racks as well. And as the drop moves out, it is only going to be the double mine drop. The Marines are being kept at home instead. Very reasonable choice here by ByuN. Interesting, as he moves out with the mine drop, he does pull back. Does end up pulling back. Has he scattered the main? He did. Okay, he was able to just dive into the main base. He did get eyes on the Stargate opener. And now ByuN is getting ready for those Phoenixes. I love it. We have a mine here in the mineral line. We have a mine behind the racks as well, lying in wait for those Phoenixes at the same time. Because SKillous scouted the mine drop, he is looking for said mine drop. He's fanning out his Phoenixes, trying to catch that medevac. The medevac that is at home. The medevac that is not moving out. Now, I mentioned earlier about the 2-on-1, and this is kind of a pretty aggressive variation of that. We have Stim on the way, no tanks whatsoever. Going to be going for an add-on swap. Very bio-heavy, and this is just how ByuN loves to play out this matchup. Now, enough time has passed. SKillous feels confident that, okay, mine drop isn't coming in. It's going to be threatening these bases. Oh, let's get one SCV. Oh, but a solid lock on in. Phoenix will escape. Back at home, SKillous just setting up to go into Phoenix Colossus. We have the Bay on the way. Colossus on the horizon as well. Very standard setup here from SKillous, as we should expect. It's very meta, going for Phoenixes into eventually Colossus production. The Phoenixes are designed to keep you safe. They keep up with any kind of drop play, they slow them down, they shut them down, and they give you enough breathing room to get into your Colossus. And by the time you get 1-2 Colossus out, you'll be safe against these bio pushes. Here we go, ByuN getting ready for his own move out. Stim is done. But the Phoenixes are keeping him pinned back. Medevac's getting caught out as well. The Medevac's will survive, but they take a lot of hits as the mine goes off. Good connection as ByuN unburrows, and he's going to be sending everything across the map. Now this will be hitting with +1. +1 more than halfway done. And we'll finish up in the middle of this attack. You can see ByuN trying to find a way in. A second Stargate? Oh my god! +1 air attack and a second Stargate on the way for SKillous. He's being fancy. Doubling down on the Phoenix production. Army does rotate around, is spotted by SKillous. He's going to rotate over with his Colossi. Good engagement from ByuN. He does have the concave. He's pushing up into the main. Or into the natural. Does depower that robo. Focuses down one of those Phoenixes as well. And he will get the robo. Oh. He goes for the army instead. He's collapsing on that immortal. The army's coming in from behind. Colossus getting caught out. Does walk within range of the shield battery. But the rest of the army, it busts into the natural. 15 probes go down. This is already game-ending damage. I know. He doesn't just get 15, he gets 23. Depowers the robot for a second time. And gets as many Phoenixes as he can. He's going for the Colossus. Can he get it? Up. He will get the Colossus as well. Oh my god. One or the other. Either kill the Colossus or kill the workers. He got both. And now ByuN is miles ahead. He killed 31 probes. Again, a really good angle of attack. It took a little bit too long for SKillous to recognize the direction that ByuN was coming in. Just really good decision making as well. Diving into the natural the way that he did. Forcing SKillous out of position. And this is also coinciding with the fact that SKillous skipped gateways. He didn't really have too much of a gateway army. He's going double Stargate Phoenix production instead. +1 air attack. Just pure Phoenix Colossus. But here we go. ByuN is not done. He's expanding. He's taking a third base behind this. He's moving out across the map. He's getting in a position. Another Stalker goes down. He's going for the Colossus as well. Do we have an overcharge? Ah, we do have an overcharge. It barely keeps the Colossus alive, but it's not going to be enough. It looks like, oh, it is. Oh my god. It's on 1 HP. The Colossus goes down to 1 HP and it barely survives with the overcharge. Oh my god. SKillous are barely holding on, barely living. Behind this, ByuN is getting a 4th on location. Ghost production has commenced, and he's just ramping up the bio production. Committing to Marine Marauder. Now, this is scary, though, because it isn't just double Stargate Phoenix. We now have a Fleet Beacon on the way. SKillous, he's trying to rush into Skytoss. The pressure is on ByuN. Even though ByuN has done an insane amount of damage, like, SKillous is recovering. SKillous doesn't really have too much of an army. He's got Phoenixes and 3 Colossus. Like, he's looking very vulnerable, looking very bare bones, but very high quality. Another medevac goes down. We are down to 1 medevac. Because of all these Phoenixes, like, this is stopping drop play from ByuN. I'm sure ByuN would have loved to have been active on the map with drops going into the main, into the natural, into the 4th. ByuN is stuck at home. He just can't move out. Oh my god, he sees those Phoenix. He sees those medevacs. He wants them. He's gonna get another. Oh my god. Another medevac goes down. Not like this. Big EMP though. the medevacs, the lack of medevacs, it isn't just stopping ByuN from being active and going for drop play. But on top of that, he can barely stim, barely maintain himself. As ByuN is looking for the fourth base, he scans ahead of time, sees the lack of fourth towards the north. He's going to rotate over towards the right-hand side. There are 3 Colossus on top of the ramp and a Disruptor. Carrier production has commenced. SKillous is slowly getting away with this. ByuN does get eyes on the fourth. He does split off his forces. Gonna try to go for a multi-pronged attack. It is spotted by SKillous. He's pulled over towards the left-hand side, towards his army. At the same time, ByuN, he gets into the fourth. He will get a kill in this fourth base. At the same time, once again, big EMP on the Phoenixes. And ByuN goes straight for the mineral line. Mine shots are going to be going off, and yeah, oh my god, so many probes are going down. Novas! The Novas will connect. ByuN, can he focus down that Robo just in time? He will get the Robo before he gets cleaned up. At the same time, he didn't just get the fourth. He's working towards that third, and SKillous is being pulled apart. SKillous has a very high quality army, but very immobile. Only a handful of units. Takes another EMP to the face. 46 probes went down. And now SKillous is all in. And he's got a pretty terrifying army. He's got a Disruptor. He's got 3 Colossus, 2 Carriers, Immortals, Phoenixes. But ByuN has a larger army, and yeah, he can just dive on this immediately. There's not enough from the Protoss, not enough to support the Colossus. They go down one after the other. SKillous being so cheeky, rushing into such a high form of tech, but GG's gonna get called, and ByuN takes the series 2-1, advancing on to the semifinals. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations to ByuN for advancing on in a crazy game. I love that from both sides. You know, ByuN was hyper aggressive. He was constantly in the face of SKillous. At the same time, SKillous being crazy, rushing into a second Stargate, into Mass Phoenix, into Colossus. Wild. GG, well played. Into Colossus, into Carriers, sorry, is what I meant to say at the end there. Wild, Bobby, wild. GG, congratulations. With that, we have our first semifinals match ready for us. We are just going to be diving on into that. It's going to be ByuN versus Solar. Let's go.